Park, one of the 8 royal parks. My name is Cecilia and this is the fantastic Connor. So I'm a little bit biased. This is my favourite park, and mostly just because I grew up in the area, so I have a lot of sentimental attachments and values within this space. For me, this is a hidden wilderness on the edge of London City, as well as being an intimate space that feels like home.
I love that. So I'm a biologist and I love coming to Bushy Park to see the wildlife. There's so many interesting bees, bugs, birds and deer to see in the park. And so you can often find me in some quiet corner with my binoculars looking for wildlife.
So cool.
So in this video, we're going to show you some of the things to see and do in Bushy Park, and we're going to tell you about the creature that's responsible for landscaping everything that we see around us right now.
So this is a great park for a family weekend visit. If you enjoy starting your Saturday with lots of high energy, then this is actually the park that's home to Park Run, where there are weekly free running sessions, perhaps followed by some cake and tasty coffee at the Pheasant Shoe Cafe afterwards.
That sounds really good.
If you enjoy sports, there's loads of options here to do, but if you do prefer something a bit more gentle, then the ambient Woodland Gardens is the perfect space to enjoy a little stroll for some self-reflection, or perhaps a catch-up with loved ones.
That sounds like a great idea. I think we should go for a stroll.
Let's go.
I love coming to the Woodland Garden. It's full of really interesting plants, such as the big cone pine. Now this is also called a coulter pine, and it's famous because it produces the heaviest pine cones in the world.
Oh my goodness.
Have a feel of that.
It's ginormous.
Now this tree is native to North America, but it was planted here to commemorate the American military base that was in Bushy Park during World War II.
That's true, of which there were 8,000 service people based here during that time.
Now we're on Chestnut Avenue, and during World War II there would have been more than 400 huts along this road where the service people were stationed.
And at the end of this mile-long avenue we have the Diana Fountain, so let's go check her out now.
So who's that on top of the fountain?
So that is the Roman goddess Diana, the goddess of the wilderness. This statue was built in 1699 by Christopher Wren himself.
The Bushy Park is one of the few places that you can come and see deer in London, which is quite cool. And actually we've got around 300 of them in Bushy Park, and they're really important for grazing the acid grassland here. But it's important to remember that these are wild animals, so make sure you give them a bit of distance.
Or just bring a pair of binoculars. In fact, these guys are getting a bit too close, so let's get out of here.
So with so many deer in the park comes a lot of dung, and we have lots of dung beetles in the park, believe it or not. And these beetles are hard at work burying all of the deer and rabbit poo in tunnels underneath the ground.
Oh, that's nice of them.
So we've got around 60 species of dung beetle in the UK, including the Minotaur beetle, which is a pretty impressive beetle that we actually find quite regularly in Bushy Park. And if you're lucky in the autumn time, come and have a walk in Bushy and you'll often find them walking along the paths.
Amazing.
So are you ready to see the creature that's responsible for landscaping the entirety of Bushy Park?
Definitely.
Then here it is.
What are we looking at?
So this is actually the mound created by a special type of ant called a yellow meadow ant. And this ant is found all across Bushy Park. And because much of Bushy Park is a type of habitat called acid grassland. And that's a rare habitat. And these ants and the grassland are one of the reasons why Bushy Park has been designated a site of special scientific interest.
So where are the ants?
A mound like this can have around 10,000 ants, and a queen can live for about 30 years, which is pretty impressive.
Oh my goodness.
And so these ants dig all these tunnels underground all throughout the park and build these mounds, which provide the habitat for lots of rare fungi and wildflowers to grow.
Amazing. Thank you for watching. As you can see, there is so much to do and explore in this fantastic park, and hopefully now you feel a little bit excited to come and explore for yourself and perhaps make it your own favourite park.
I think we should go and explore what's over that way.
Yes, please.